CONCACAF champions in the CONCACAF League. We will explain that as this match goes on. I'll let young man enjoy some nice refreshments before the game, and it promises to be an intense atmosphere. The faithful from El Salvador, specifically the city of San Salvador, making their way to Honduras for this encounter. The fans of Alianza Football Club Los Albos, one of the most decorated teams in the history of Salvadorian soccer, Salvadorian football, and it should be an intense atmosphere here at the Estadio Excelsior, which has a capacity of about 15,000. It wouldn't surprise me if every seat is taken and get some extra seats as well, standing room only. That is for sure. This is a Scotiabank CONCACAF League matchup, a bit of a change from the last few years in which there's been a CONCACAF Champions League. There will be a CONCACAF Champions League, but this CONCACAF League features 16 teams from Central America and the Caribbean, and they will take place in a knockout phase tournament, if you will, where each teams, there was a draw, teams will play each other in 2 legs, and the winner of this CONCACAF League will move on to fill in the last spot of the CONCACAF Champions League, which will take place in 2018, beginning in February. So if you want to make an equation to it to other continental leagues, or continental club tournaments, I should say, it's kind of like the playoff of the UEFA Champions League before you hit the group stage. Although the big difference is there will not be a group stage in the CONCACAF Champions League. Instead, there will be a draw and kind of a bracket where teams will face each other in 2 legs until you get to, obviously, a champion. Kind of reminiscent of the old CONCACAF Champions Cup that ended in 2008. But for now, they're still a long ways away for these 2 teams. With Platense, aside from Honduras, looking to get an important first leg victory against Alianza Football Club, representing El Salvador. As for Platense, aside from Honduras, they qualified for the Scotiabank CONCACAF League by becoming the runner-up in the 2016 Apertura, and they were the runner-up with the second best aggregate record. Remember, in Central America and in some nations in South America, they play 2 tournaments, an Apertura or Clausura, and to qualify for this stage of the CONCACAF Champions, or CONCACAF Club Tournament, if you will, overall, Platense were the Apertura runners-up in 2016 and the runner-up with the second best aggregate record in terms of, that means the number of points combined won in the Apertura and Clausura. Of course, every team in Honduras is chasing Montagua. They are the bicampeones, they say. They won both tournaments in Honduras, breaking up a little bit of a monopoly between Olimpia and Marathon. Usually, traditionally, Olimpia and Marathon are the 2 big teams in Honduras. Meanwhile, for El Salvador side of Alianza, Los Albos, as they are called, some of the faithful of Platense there. Alianza, basically the same method of qualification for this event, with a 2016 Apertura runner-up. They were the non-champion, best aggregate record from the 2016-2017 campaign. So both of these teams basically qualifying the same way. This is the first time there is a CONCACAF League, so both of these teams, first time ever that they have appeared in a CONCACAF League. But they do have a little bit of experience in terms of the continental tournament. Alianza, visitors from El Salvador, won the CONCACAF continental title, if you will, back in 1967. And Platense have played 10 matches in CONCACAF competition. So the last time they were in the highest club tournament of CONCACAF, back to 1990.
Damas y caballeros, démosle la bienvenida a la Alianza FC y el Platense FC para este partido de la Liga Concacaf Scotiabank.
Set to take the pitch. Salvador. Squad of Honduras. Just a minute. We got Alianza. All white kids as the visitors. Platense, light blue kits, as you might expect from the team from the coast. Matching the water. Electric atmosphere. Looking forward to this matchup between these 2 teams, as Platense set to take on Alianza. Both these teams, as I mentioned before, Concacaf League is new. New idea, new format for this 2017, I guess you could say 2018 tournament. As I mentioned before, Concacaf Champions League will take place or begin on February of 2018. Hard to believe we're already halfway through 2017 as we see the team shake it out here as we are approaching kickoff. Honduran squad in the side from El Salvador is the pre-game friendliness, but I'm sure that when the match begins, it probably won't be that way. Let's take a look at the starting 11 for Platense, coached by Reynaldo Clavasquin. We see Lopez is in goal. Edgar Alvarez is the captain. We have a Brazilian in Mateus dos Santos and a Panamanian brunette Aipino in the lineup as well. We suspect that they're going to come out in a 4-3-3 for Platense. We will see how that works out for the Tiburones, the Sharks of Puerto Cortes. On the right is the captain of Platense, Edgar Alvarez. On the left is the captain of Alianza, Rodolfo Zelaya. And the referees, or the officials for this match, Jose Kelly's from Panama, Ronald Bruna also from Panama, Angel Castillo from the Dominican Republic, and also representing the DR is the fourth official, Sandy Vasquez. Take a look at the starting lineup for Alianza, the 11-time champions in El Salvador. Garcia in goal, Captain Zelaya, Larin, the El Salvador international, and you have the Uruguayan in the back, Dario Ferreira, as well, and an Uruguayan in goal, and Victor Garcia. So both of these teams have important players from outside their respective countries to help with their quest to win this championship. The benches, Donaldo Morales is the backup goalkeeper with Castro Reyes, Cardona, Medina, Flores, and Barahona, and Arroyo, backup goalkeeper, Inestrosa, the Colombian, on the bench for Alianza. Looking forward to seeing how this match progresses as Alianza, coached by Jorge Humberto Rodriguez, looking to pick up a big road goal against Platense. Aguila, of course, one of the big three clubs in the top flight of football in El Salvador. Obviously, the other two being FAS and Aguila. In fact, those are the other two teams from El Salvador that have won a continental title, continental club title. We get a look at Jose Kelis. Right now, everybody likes him, but when the whistle blows and the action begins and starts to get intense, we'll see if that sentiment holds up. As we are minutes away or seconds away, and this 2017 CONCACAF League match has begun here at the Estadio Excelsior in Puerto Cortes in the northern coast of Honduras. Alianza, the visitors from El Salvador, they are in the all-white kits, moving from left to right, and Platense in the light blue shirts, dark blue pants, moving from right to left. Platense, the home team, from right to left. Alianza, the visitors, from left to right. I'm George D. Metellus. Thank you very much for joining us here on this great night in Honduras for this matchup between Platense and Alianza. And early on, an early chance or early movement forward by Platense, trying to get it to their Brazilian striker, the number 11, Mateus dos Santos. Settling is Fabian Arriaga. Through ball, looking for Aipino, gets it to Aipino. It's Martinez as well, Jolby Martinez. One in the midfield by Narciso Orellana. Up top, one touch, ball over the top. Out wide for Marvin Monterrosa, wearing the number 21. He gets clipped. No whistle, and the referee says play on. Turned over in the midfield now, and a chance here. It's Zelaya, veteran Salvador international as well. Cleared away in defense by Luis Castro. Twisting and turning. And for Aguila is Henry Romero, and he plays it all the way back to the Uruguayan goalkeeper, Victor Garcia. One touch through, and then Luis Castro there to clean it up. He's got his teammate Luis Palacios at that left back position. There's a look at Jorge Humberto Rodriguez. Or excuse me, that's Reynaldo Clavasquin. He is the team manager and coach of Platense. And Los Tiburones, the Sharks. They want to get a couple of goals, take the bite out of this Alianza squad. There's Henry Romero, paired up with Dario Ferreira in the middle. There's Oriana. Looking long, trying to connect with Larin. Well done by Eric Norales, but there's a whistle on Larin. Looks like Alianza, they're gonna play with a 4-4-2. Take a look at it again. Larin with that little nudge in the back. That's what the referee, Jose Kelis, deemed was a foul. So now a chance for Platense to regain possession. As I mentioned, Alianza looking like they're gonna play a 4-4-2 in the back with Rudy Clavel as the right back and Jonathan Jimenez as the left back at the number 15. So that back line of Clavel, Romero, Ferreira, and Jimenez from right to left. Then in the midfield, or in the, midfield 4 if you will, or Herbert Sosa, Isaac Portillo, 14-27 numbers respectively, with Oriana the number 6, Larin, El Salvador international, number 17, and up top it's Marvin Monterrosa and the captain, Rodolfo Zelaya. The header is won. Jovi Martinez tapping it through. Now a foot race between Jimenez and Martinez. Garcia, not the cleanest of clearances. Was very intentional with his pass. Luckily for him, his teammate getting on to the end of it. Here's Portillo. One-touch football through the midfield for Sosa. Sosa breaking through, trying to squeeze it to Zelaya. Zelaya has Monterrosa open, but he takes the shot. And the first real dangerous opportunity of the match goes for Los Albos of Alianza Football Club. Zelaya gets a good through ball, but look at Monterrosa, 21, wide open. He is wide open. He's got to feed him out wide. Doesn't do so. And an excellent opportunity lost for Alianza. And a big bullet dodged by Platense. Here is the home team in the sky blue now with a chance. Settle this match down just 5 minutes in. Long ball over the top. Giancarlo Vargas wearing the number 12. Vargas dancing around Clavel. Vargas squaring inside. Disconnected by Romero, and now Alianza on the move. And the team in white, I was just about to say cleverly knocking the ball through the midfield, and then they turn it over as Castro to Eric Norales. That's Norales with an N. Norales. Here's the captain, Edgar Alvarez. Arriaga looking out wide. Thought he saw Brian Figueroa out there, but passes a little too long for the right back of Platense. As for Tiburones, it looks like a 4-3-3. Appears to be a 4-3-3 with Figueroa, Norales, Castro, and Palacios in that back line from right to left. And the captain, Edgar Alvarez, with Arriaga, Cholby Martinez. Well, Martinez is on the right side, the number 7. Dos Santos dropping back. There is the Brazilian, Giancarlo Vargas. And now a chance inside. Brunet Aipino is the intended target, the Panamanian. Cleared away. Alianza looking to break quickly. Clever football through the midfield, and now a little bit of space and room to operate for Larin. Laid back dancing, looking for help. Oriana can see his role in the midfield. That player that wants to link the defense in the back line with the attack. Tried to play it out wide to 21, Marvin Monterrosa. Not quite working out. Platense with a chance. Nervous moments for sure for the fans here at the Estadio Excelsior. There's a turnover. Quickly, Larin to Zelaya. Back to, or trying to connect with Larin. The long legs of Cholby Martinez. Disconnecting the play, but still with possession, it's Alianza. Out wide to the left, Palacios. Squaring inside, looking for Celaya. Header. Monterrosa! Off the post! And cleared away. Huge chance for Los Albos. Monterrosa finally down the left side, the right side, sees the ball, and he almost scores a huge opening goal just 7 minutes in. And Platense, once again, dodging a huge bullet. And Alianza, just early on in this match, looking very strong. You can see they can string together more than 5 passes in the midfield. Lots of space for them to operate. And almost an equalizer as Roberto Lopez getting a boot to it here. Once again, look at Monterrosa, number 21. Unmarked, nobody's watching him. Celaya wins the header, and Monterrosa, one-time volley. Might have taken a deflection off of Palacios. And Roberto Lopez coming up, doing enough to keep it out, but a huge play there for the visitors from San Salvador. And Monterrosa, he has something going down the right side of their attack, the left side of the Platense defense. Here's a long ball over the top, looking for Aipino. And Victor Garcia settling it. Alianza looking strong on the road. As I mentioned before, one of the big 3 teams in the top flight of football in El Salvador. There's Celaya battling with Castro. Celaya still battling with Castro. Both men go down. Possession for Platense. And Portillo through the middle. Morales is there. Now Platense looking to turn. Little frenetic, frantic for Platense. Oh, smooth back heel there by Vargas. Trying to get it to the captain Alvarez. And now here's Alianza. Monterrosa dancing with a couple of players, and he still gets around Palacios. But he can't get around Castro, and now Platense. And side led by Reynaldo Clavasquin. And a little bit in trouble here. Well, not in trouble, but certainly not playing their best football. They've been under a little bit of pressure here. They've had a hard time maintaining possession for a decent spell. It's Fabian Arriaga. Arriaga out wide to Morales. Figueroa coming back. Looking to push up the pitch. Didn't quite work. Here's Cholby Martinez. Now over the top with the number 5, Figueroa, the right back. There's a look at Clavasquin, the manager of Platense. We saw Jorge Humberto Rodriguez earlier with some instructions. He knows how close his team has been so far. 10 minutes in. Cholby Martinez. Martinez bowled over. The referee is play on, and it will be a goal kick for Alianza Football Club of San Salvador. Concacaf League action here in Puerto Cortes, in the northern coast of Honduras. Both of these teams move on to the next stage of this Concacaf League. There's a long-range effort, but no problem as the Brazilian Matheus dos Santos. Thought he had a little bit of space. He's shaking his head, knowing, yeah, could have done better there. Didn't quite have it, but made Victor Garcia sweat a little bit. Make sure he's awake and aware. Alianza certainly have come into this building, into this stadium, unintimidated. That is for sure. Here's Celaya winning the header. Now a little bit of pressure with Herbert Sosa, but now cleared away nicely. Martinez turning the ball over, but then gets it back. Martinez. Cholby Martinez looking out wide for Figueroa. And Jimenez clears it away. Sac Portillo. Oriana with the turn, but he is fouled. No card there as Cholby Martinez comes in with the challenge. Oh, no, excuse me, that is Matheus dos Santos, the Brazilian. Comes in with the challenge. You see some tense faces there. Estadio Excelsior for Platense. Alianza have been looking like the better side in this match. There's a player that goes down. That's Larin who goes down, but the referee says play on. And now Platense looking to burst through with a counterattack. There is Alvarez, Sawai to Figueroa, but Figueroa is offsides. Tough break for Platense. They had a little bit of space there down the right side, but could not convert. Take a look at it again. Ooh, that's close. To me, he's onside. Looks like Figueroa is onside. It is Henry Romero that is keeping him onside. Tough break there for Platense. He looked onside to me. Referee, or excuse me, the linesman, the assistant referee, wasn't probably in the best position either. You can see he's trailing the play a little bit. He's supposed to be even. Tough break there for Platense. It looked like they had something going here, but here's something going for Alianza. This man has been dangerous down the right side. Monterosa squaring inside. Over the head of Celaya. Larin coming in late and headed away. Not out of danger yet for Platense. Finally, Mateus to the captain Alvarez. Back to Mateus, wearing the number 11 on his back, the Brazilian. And now a chance to settle things here for Platense. Alianza putting a lot of pressure on the Honduran side is Mateus. He wants a foul after Portillo came in late. Now Roberto Lopez will put it back into play. Lopez, long ball over the top. Looks like he wants to find the Panamanian Aipito, Brunette Aipito, or Aipino, I should say, excuse me. And turn over quickly. Celaya is offsides. We have one offsides apiece early on, at least by my count. As the captain, Rodolfo Celaya. He tries to square off his run right before the touch, but looked like to me he was onside on that one too. It's always about the angle there, but two offsides called, one apiece. Called so far, one apiece for Platense and Alianza. We are in the 15th minute, so some intense action so far between these two teams in this first leg of the round of 16, if you will, of the Scotiabank Concacaf League. Out wide looking for Cholby Martinez. The pass unable to connect with him, and Alianza will get a chance. We've seen early on 15 minutes in Alianza, we've seen them work the ball through the midfield pretty effortlessly without too much resistance. It's gotten tougher for them as they move deeper into their attacking third, or move the ball into their attacking third, but they have shown the ability to slice up the Platense midfield with some sharp passing and some quick thinking. Athletic clearance, for sure, by Jonathan Jimenez. And Mateus committing the foul. The Brazilian will frustrate a couple of physical challenges, if you will. He's been whistled for as he is kind of dropping deeper. You could say they're kind of, it's almost kind of a, I said 4-3-3, maybe more of a 4-4-2 with that diamond midfield with Arriaga at the bottom of the diamond and Mateus at the top with Cholby Martinez and Edgar Alvarez as the kind of left center mid and right center mids, if you will. And then Aipino and Vargas up top. Kind of a fluid Mateus, having that freedom to go up and down, back and forth. Certainly is putting in hard work defensively. It's like Luis Castro was upended. And now Roberto Lopez once again. You can see that they're just trying to bypass the midfield with these long balls by the goalkeeper. Try to get it to Aipino or Vargas. Just shows how well the Alianza midfield has been playing in terms of their defense, but also when they've had the ball and how they've been able to move it through the midfield. Certainly, Jorge Humberto Rodriguez has to be proud of that. The head coach, the manager, or as they say in Spanish, director técnico of Alianza, as Clavel. Back to Henry Romero. And Victor Garcia. trying to see if he can connect with Monterrosa. Oh, Mateus goes down. Got a foul here. Will we get a card? It looks like the referee, Jose Quilis, will go into the book, and we will have our first card of the match. And it comes in the 18th minute. Mateus was breaking through, coming over late. It looked like it was Rudy Clavel. Yep, the number 28, Rudy Clavel, goes into the book. First yellow card of the match goes to the Alianza right back, Rudy Clavel, in the 18th minute. The reason that happened is because caught out of position a little bit. So he had to track back Mateus with a good burst of speed. And now let's see what the home team can do here to ignite, excite, and delight the crowd here at the Estadio Excelsior. It is going to be the captain, Edgar Alvarez, with the service here. Bending it inside, and Victor Garcia reads it well, the Alianza goalkeeper. And the threat is averted from the Platense attack. You can see Alianza, they're not playing too many long balls. Almost every ball that Victor Garcia plays on the ground short. Want to play it from the back, hold on to possession, build the attack through the midfield deliberately and with clever touches. And that one worked out in their favor. Foul called, and Alianza will retain possession. Trying to get a quick restart going here, but instead playing it long to Clavel. Here is Monterrosa. Clavel overlapping run. In here, well covered by Platense, especially Johnny Martinez. Struggling their way through, eventually cleared away. Mateus with the header. Ibino, the Panamanian, chasing. Now through the midfield, Orellana. Out wide to Alexander Larin. Larin with the push on Brian Figueroa. Salvador International. And that's just good fundamental defense right there by the Platense right back. Getting his body in between the ball and the player. Able to win the possession back for Platense. Here's Roberto Lopez. You can see, look, nobody within, what, 20, 30 yards of him, 20, 30 meters of him. They want to play this ball long, keep the ball away from the Alianza midfield as much as possible, try to bypass the goal, the famous Route 1, as they like to say. Use their size advantage. You can see they have appears to be a height advantage. The majority of the players for Platense is Edgar Alvarez. Alvarez looking to chase that ball down. There's the captain. Player for Platense, obviously, as he's trying to get into the mix. The number 10, the captain. Long ball over the top. Morales trying to connect with Alvarez, but nothing doing it. I believe it's another offsides there. Oh no, the ball went out of bounds. So back for Alianza, twisting, turning. That's Sosa. Oh, Monterrosa again, wide open on the right side. Celaya bursting through on the left. And that's a problem here. See, Celaya, now this time he was offside, that's for sure. Celaya offsides for Alianza. On my count, that's the second offsides for Los Albos. By Rudy Clavel. Long ball by Rudy Clavel for Celaya. You can see now both teams starting to get a little frustrated. You see Herbert Sosa, the number 14. I think Celaya was offsides again. You saw the number 14, Herbert Sosa. He was looking at Clavel as if to say, play the ball on the ground. I was open, I was unmarked. Certainly not Alianza's game to play it long and try to play it over the top. Here it is. This is what they want to do. Touch it through the midfield. That back heel by Sosa, intercepted, and now Platense with some space. It's Alvarez. Out wide to Martinez. Martinez, one-on-one against Clavel. Clavel has a yellow card already, so he has to be careful. Martinez tried to get it back to Alvarez and then cut out very well by Isaac Portillo, and now Alianza looking to break. This is Monterrosa. Back to Clavel, switches fields. As Jonathan Jimenez. Portillo. Orellana. Back to Sosa. And good pressure there by Platense, forcing Alianza to play the ball backwards all the way back to the goalkeeper. That's what smart pressure can do. You see, they played it back to the goalkeeper, knocks it out of bounds, and now Platense regain possession as Dos Santos back to Figueroa, and they have to play it backwards with Morales going all the way back to Roberto Lopez. Lopez once again, long ball. This time Aipino settles it. Alvarez out wide to Giancarlo Vargas. Figueroa with the service inside, headed away by Romero. Aipino was there, and they're going to whistle the foul against the Panamanian, Brunet Aipino. As he went over the top of Romero, and the whistle goes against him. Let's see here. Didn't see too much after the header is when there was contact. Whatever the case, that looked like maybe the best opportunity for Platense so far. As we are 25 minutes in the 25th minute, I should say. 0-0 in this first leg of the round of 16, if you will, of the Concacaf League here in Puerto Cortes in Honduras, the north, on the Caribbean coast, or I should say the Gulf of Mexico, the coast of the Gulf of Mexico. Tough shot there, Portillo. Looked like he got Palacios in the head. The referee says, calm down. He notices things are starting to get a little heated with some of the aerial challenges. An elbow to the back of the head. That's Fabian Arriaga. Getting some treatment. The magic spray actually works on the heads. The band is playing in the Alianza fan section of the Estadio Excelsior. You can see who at the stadium is not an Alianza fan because they're the ones not dancing. It's always a party, that's for sure. Got the drums, you got the horns. It's always going to be entertaining. There is Reynaldo Clavasquin, manager of Platense, trying to make a little bit of history for his club. This was the chance by Marvin Monterrosa about 10 minutes ago. Off the keeper, off the post, and awfully lucky that that ball did not go in, Platense, as that was the best chance of the match so far for either side. And remember that Celaya had a shot that went into the stands, and if he had passed it out wide to the right to Monterrosa, Monterrosa would have had all day and every day to pick a side to shoot. Didn't do so. That was a lost opportunity, but that shot right there almost went in. Lopez didn't even doing enough to keep it out, and then the post at home, very kind. Arriaga on the sell it through to Vargas, cleared away. We're going to get a foul in favor of Platense all the way up the pitch, and it looks like Aipino is going to go in the book here. He's a second player that has seeing yellow. Net Ipino going in the book in the 27th minute. Must be for that leg in the air. It's either the leg in the air or some extracurricular verbal activity towards the referee or the Alianza player. I think it's more for the verbals than the actual leg in the air. We had some words with the referee when he was whistled for the foul when he went over the back of Henry Romero. So one time you get the verbal, two times you get the card. So that's the situation. Oh, Larin over the top. Larin trying to win it, battling out wide with Figueroa, and Figueroa wins the battle, and Roberto Lopez is there to clean it up. Well done by the Platense right back, Brian Figueroa, because it looked like Alexander Larin was going to be tricky enough to get around him. And once again, fundamental defense, use your body. That is what Figueroa did, and now Alianza. Oh, Ipino almost dispossessing Oriana in the midfield. Jonathan Jimenez over the top, headed down by Arriaga. Now Alianza. Open in the midfield space. Long ball. Trying to get it to Celaya was Portillo, but did not work. And now why he didn't dribble more into space, I don't understand it. A lot of space in the midfield for Alianza to operate. Here is Sosa. Gets it to Monterrosa. Portillo. Oriana. Out wide now for Jimenez. Looking in the middle for Celaya. And the pass is picked out off the hip of Ipino. Ipino runs onto it, can't control it, but it's going to be a foul in his favor. And Portillo making the case that he got all ball. Does get ball, but he comes in diving challenge with those studs up, as they say, and gets a little bit of the ball, but gets a lot of the player as well. So a foul whistled in favor of Platense. And now let's see if the Honduran side can find a way to send this ball into the area, create a goal-scoring opportunity. As we are approaching the 30th minute, well, we are in the 30th minute of this matchup between Platense and Alianza. Platense Football Club and Alianza Football Club. Here's a service by Alvarez. Headed in. Oh, a diving header by Victor Garcia. A fabulous header by Cholby Martinez, and Garcia has to dive to keep it out. Platense's most dangerous opportunity of the first half comes in the 31st minute. Cholby Martinez heading a beautiful service from Alvarez, and Victor Garcia keeping it out. Right-footed, in-swinger, headed out. Not out of danger yet. Back out wide for Alvarez. The captain, another service. Not as clean as he would like, but there's an offsides there. And Alianza with a chance here to regain possession and regain some composure is Victor Garcia trying to roll it out to his teammate. Let's take a look at it again. Look at Martinez. Just reads the flight of the ball perfectly, heads it in. He is unmarked and untouched. Only Portillo is close, and Victor Garcia called into action, and he comes through. And Platense, that might be their best way of scoring a goal here, is off of a set piece or something in the air. Here's a chance now for Alianza. Celaya over the top, trying to bring it down, and then a sliding challenge by Luis Castro. Excuse me, that's Arriaga who comes in and makes a sliding challenge, playing that holding defensive midfield role. And now he intercepts that pass, tries to touch it quickly to Cholby Martinez. And now pressure being applied by Giancarlo Vargas. But Alianza able to withstand it, hold on to possession. Almost losing it there was Larin, but controlling it now. Here is Clavel, Rudy Clavel. Monterrosa all the way back to Henry Romero and all the way back to Victor Garcia. Both of these keepers have been forced to make impressive saves to keep the scoreline at 0. But here's a chance. Clavel, service inside, crossing. Celaya can't get a good touch onto it, and easily handled by Roberto Lopez. But Clavel with a fantastic service, and the captain can't get a clean hit on it. And now Platense pushing forward. Alvarez turning, twisting. He loses the ball. He goes down. No foul called, and now a chance for Alianza. Portillo, excuse me, that's Monterrosa. Back to Orellana. In the midfield for Sosa. Out wide to Jimenez. Larin getting a touch. Back to Herbert Sosa. Portillo. Out wide on the right looking for Monterrosa, who has been open and available down that far right side. But picked out, well done by Luis Palacios. And now, once again, Lopez is going to boot it deep. And you know that is the strategy deployed by Reinaldo Clavasquin whenever the ball gets to Roberto Lopez. We have not seen the goalkeeper for Platense one time play the ball short. He's been blasting everything long, trying to get it as quickly as he can to his forwards and his attacking players. Here is Figueroa. A touch for Vargas. Figueroa again. Arriaga chasing it down. He goes down, but the ball remains in Platense's possession. Advantage played on. Mateus out wide to Vargas. Sliding challenge by Jimenez. And Jimenez slides again. Back to Arriaga. Arriaga with the shot deflected. No offsides whistled. Oh, here's Vargas in the area. Vargas looking. Forced to dribble out, loses the ball. Almost lost again. Oh, some sloppy passing in the back. And eventually blasted away by Isaac Portillo. Oh, Platense looking dangerous. Oh, speaking of dangerous, here's Alexander Larin. He's got Monterrosa. He's got Celaya. Celaya backing down on Castro. Tried to get it back to Larin in the middle. Cleared away, and now it's Cholby Martinez. Both of these teams running open into open space, showing pace. Here is Alvarez, the captain, easily around Monterrosa. Back to Martinez. Alvarez. Alvarez. Slowed down Clavel. Knocking it out. Good end-to-end action here. We could see Alianza, when Platense do push forward, they have the opportunity, they have the ability to get into that counterattack quickly with Larin and Sosa and Monterrosa. Let's see if it leads to a goal, as we are here at the Estadio Excelsior, Puerto Cortés in Honduras. Under 10 minutes remaining here in this first half. Cholby Martinez twisting. Down into space, it's Cholby. He goes down. Referee says play on. Larin. Pass is deflected. He asks for a handball. He's going to get it. And Alianza retain possession. So under 10 minutes remaining here in this first half. Still 0-0 in this first leg of the Concacaf League. Two great chances. Monterrosa and his shot about 20 minutes earlier. Deflect off of Roberto Lopez, the goalkeeper, and off the post. And then about 5 minutes earlier, a fantastic header by Cholby Martinez, kept out by diving Victor Garcia. You get the sense that this game has been open. Neither midfield has been impressive in terms of its defense or its marking. And now Arriaga finds himself with a gift. Alvarez with Giancarlo Vargas flashing in, but unable to connect with him. But how about Arriaga winning the ball back? He goes down. We're going to get a foul as Alex Larin, the number 14, is whistled for the foul. Arriaga having some words. The referee says, calm down, I got this. And now a chance for Platense to threaten again. Remember, it was Alvarez with the service into Cholby Martinez, the number 7, that led to their best goal-scoring opportunity. Let's see if he can do it again. He floats it in over the top, looking for Luis Castro. Nothing doing. And Alianza get a chance. there's something you don't see too often. He's the only guy on the team, Castro, who has a shirt tucked in. I think everybody else is playing with their shirt out. He's the only one with his shirt tucked in. So that'll make him very easy to identify for the rest of this match, unless one of his other teammates tuck in their shirt into their pants. But we'll see if that happens. There is Castro. Long ball played out, and Alianza. Clavel. Remember, he had a great service in the area. He also has a yellow card over the top Monterrosa. Here's Celaya, one-on-one against Castro. There's a foul, but the referee says play on. And now Celaya. Celaya crossing inside, looking for Larin, but over his head. Larin able to run it down, and Alianza maintain possession. This is Sosa. Sosa dribbling, dancing. Can't get around Alvarez, and Arriaga wins the possession back. Martinez, Cholbi. Trying to get it to Aipino. Aipino encouraging his teammates to push up. They want to put some pressure on that back line. Oriana, though, dribbling out. Clavel there, but it is Monterrosa with the control of the ball, and he gets bumped down. And it is going to be Palacios who is whistled for the foul. Little hip check there. Alianza now with the possession. Good chunk of Alianza fans making the trip to Honduras from El Salvador. Obviously, neighboring Central American nations. Plenty of space there. Lots of space to operate for Sosa. Here is, or there is Sosa. It was the run by Jonathan Jimenez, the left back. Here's Larin. Larin, long range, kept out by Lopez, punching save. He tried to surprise the goalkeeper, and he almost did, and it leads to a corner for Alianza. Long range efforts. Alexander Larin. That ball is bending, it's got a little bit of spin on it. Lopez reading it perfectly, doesn't take any chances, knocks it away, and once again, the Platense goalkeeper coming up with a big save. Corner kick opportunity here for Alianza. It's going to be a left-footed out-swinging effort. Who will get on the end of it? It is Cholbi Martinez. He doesn't play for Alianza. He plays for Platense. Head out defensively. Alianza will reset their possession and their attack. This ball is floated over the top by Dario Ferreira. Settled by Portillo. There's Sosa trying to get it into Celaya. Alvarez out wide to Cholbi Martinez, and it's Aipino with a ton of space, but he's the only one up. Now Mateos is pushing up. It's 2-on-6 on that break, so he has to pull it back. Alvarez. Mateus. Alvarez gonna serve inside, bending, looking for Martinez. Pino is there. Aipino is there. Now we're going to get a foul, and it looks like the referee's going to go into his pocket for another card. And it's Herbert Sosa. Important part of the attack for Alianza. Let's see here. Some arm jostling. It looks like Cholbi Martinez may have swiped Clavel in the face. Clavel went down. There was some hand jostling there. No, Clavel is okay. Clavel, the right back, wearing the number 28 for the team in white. Arriaga winning the header. He has done very well in that defensive central midfield role, the number 33 for the team in light blue for the Honduran side at home. Fabian Arriaga. Right now, though, that is Jimenez. He gives the ball away to Mateus dos Santos. Quick foul call and quick restart is Aipino back to Mateus. Mateus out wide to Palacios. And it was Cholbi Martinez going into the book. It was because of that swipe to the face of Clavel. And so Cholbi Martinez in the 40th minute picks up the yellow. second Platense player to go into the book. Now, seems like they just every time Platense get about 4 or 5 passes, that last one just doesn't quite work. Now, floated ball over the top as Monterrosa. We've seen him dangerous down the right side. He's got help with Sosa. Sosa to Celaya. Luckily for Alianza, it's Monterrosa able to recover down the right side, but it's going to be a foul called. Oh, and he's going to his back pocket. This is not good. This is not good. Someone is going to get a red card. Oh, yes, that's nasty. That looks like Arriaga. Arriaga is going to get sent off for that high boot to the head. And, oh, this certainly makes things way more interesting. Hopefully, first of all, the most important thing is that the player's okay, but there is no doubt that that boot is way high for Fabian Arriaga. And he gets sent off. He is gone. And just when I was singing his praises about how well he was playing in the midfield, that holding midfield role, he definitely deserves to get that red card. That boot came way too high on the back of the head of the Alianza player, and he deserves to get sent off. So how about this? Platense down to 10 with about a minute and a half, under 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. Humberto Rodriguez. Well, now he's got to be thinking that they can be a little more, they can even be more aggressive, really roam the midfield and take control of this match. As Edgar Alvarez having some words with his manager, Reynaldo Clavasquin. So Fabian Arriaga, he's upset, but he should only be upset with himself. There's no reason to be upset with the referee. It was a dirty, dirty play by Arriaga. He deserved to get sent off. Hopefully the Alianza player that got hurt will be better. Then stretch it off. Didn't get a chance to see who it was. I believe it was Oriana, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll confirm that for you, let you know. But this is not only do Platense, who have not had the lion's share of possession in this match, and have already given up a little bit of space in the midfield, even with Arriaga roaming and being physical and imposing his presence. Now, without Arriaga, you're going to have to be even more disciplined defensively. So this is a huge free kick opportunity here for Alianza. The number 17, Alexander Larin, is on the right of the ball. Marvin Monterrosa was on the left of it, but it's going to be Larin that takes it. I almost said Mentirosa, but that's a different word. Watch out for Monterrosa here. He's onside. We can play it quickly to him on the right. We'll see what happens. Here's a substitution for Alianza. Get to that in a minute. Here's the bending effort by Larin, and then the long-range effort taken in by the man who just came on, Luis Inestrosa. Or excuse me, for Inestrosa, the Colombian, the number 10. So instant substitution made by Jorge Humberto Rodriguez. Take a look at it again. Ooh, it was Larin, excuse me, Herbert Sosa that was hurt on the play, and he is the man that has been substituted off. Sub in the 44th minute. And Inestrosa comes on for Herbert Sosa, as we are into first half stoppage time in Platense. Well, we are at the end of the first half. And so, ladies and gentlemen, at the Estadio Excelsior, it is 0-0 at the break between Platense and Alianza, but Platense will have to play the rest of this match with a man down. How will the visitors from El Salvador, how will they figure it out? How will they decipher and take advantage of it? Well, we'll have to find out in a few minutes' time after the halftime break. I'm George DiMattelis. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more halftime and more from the Estadio Excelsior after this.
Somos aficionados de los aficionados Scotiabank, orgulloso patrocinador de la Liga de Campeones Concacaf. En Scotiabank, el banco canadiense más internacional, somos aficionados de los aficionados Scotiabank.
All right, let's take a look at the halftime highlights. And started very early on for one Marvin Monterrosa, as this shot takes a deflection off of the post. Service sent in, header by Celaya, and then Monterrosa kept out by Lopez and the post. About 15 minutes later, a great chance here for Platense, header by Cholby Martinez, and then a great save by the Uruguayan keeper of Alianza in Victor Garcia. Another chance here 2 minutes later. Well done, as the pass coming in down the right side from Rudy Clavel, and Celaya just can't control it, the El Salvador international. This long-range effort by Alexander Larin forced Lopez into a diving save. He wasn't happy about it in terms of his defenders, but he kept it out. And then the ugly moment of the match. Look at that high boot by Fabian Arriaga to Herbert Sosa, and Arriaga was sent off in the 43rd minute. No question, it was a foul deserving of a red. Arriaga was sent off. Sosa was substituted, and that happened right before the end of the first half, as Jose Kelly's calling for the stretcher. Only 1 minute of first half stoppage time, and it would be 0-0 at the break. But Platense, they're in big trouble heading into the second half, as they are down a man. Halftime continues. We take a look at the halftime stats. More possession for Alianza, no surprise there. More shots. We've also had as many offsides, 3-3, and then of course the red card by Arriaga. 2 yellows in the match for Platense, as Brunet Aipino in the 27th, Cholby Martinez in the 40th, and the only yellow card for Alianza, Rudy Clavel picking it up in the 18th minute. As this match, the exception of the shots and the possession, has been pretty even, but Platense now have to deal with a man down here in the Welcome back, everyone, to the Estadio Excelsior in Puerto Cortes in Honduras, on the northern coast. We are about to begin the second half of this Scotiabank Concacaf League match between Platense Football Club of Honduras and Alianza Football Club, and a change will be made for Platense. Number 14, Brian Reyes has come on. Looks like he has replaced Jordi Martinez. We'll get a verification for you here as Brian Reyes has come on. There's a look at the referee who had to send someone off in the 44th minute. As we are just seconds away from beginning here in this second half, the Estadio Excelsior, in this first leg of the, I guess you could call it the round of 16, the Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League. Platense down to 10 men. Alianza with a chance to pick up a couple of goals and take advantage of it. We are just minutes away. Kickoff, Jose Calise has blown the whistle. Second half has begun. Alianza Football Club of El Salvador, and the all-white kids, they are attacking from right to left. Platense, the home team, in the light blue kits, light blue shirts, dark blue pants, attacking from left to right. Alianza from right to left. Platense from left to right. Shout out to Ia Hernandez, lifelong Alianza fan watching. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate you in for this matchup. Here's a look at Brian Reyes, who has come on as a halftime substitute. Remember, Platense down to 10 men. We have been forced to make some changes. It looks like it'll be, looks like Giancarlo Vargas is the man that has come off. As Reyes sub at halftime, so we'll run down everybody that's on the pitch. Here's a chance for Alianza. Spinning is Celaya. Celaya, only player from El Salvador to score in 3 consecutive Gold Cups. Part of the 2017 CONCACAF Gold Cup team for Los Cuscatlecos, as Alianza well represented on the El Salvador national team in this past Gold Cup. Here is a chance now down the left side. Monterrosa. Larin. Touching it over to Portillo. In the middle, looking for Monterrosa. Playing it through. Here's Reyes looking for Aipino. Down the right side, Alvarez offside. Okay, let's take a look at the players on the pitch right now. For Platense, they are the home team, so we give them the love first, as Alvarez is offsides. Barely the captain of Los Tiburones. Remember, they have only 10 men on the pitch, so in goal it's Roberto Lopez. The back line of Figueroa, Norales, Castro, and Palacios. That's from right to left. The midfield is with Alvarez, Jordi Martinez, Brian Reyes, the number 14 who came on at halftime, and Mateus, the Brazilian, number 11, and Brunet Aipino, the Panamanian, for Platense. Let's go. Those are the 10 on the pitch for the home team. And we saw a quick look there at Jorge Humberto Rodriguez. His team has 11 men. They are up with the advantage. They had more shots and more possession heading into this second half. Los Albos run down there, 11 real quickly here. Garcia, Victor Garcia, the Uruguayan goalkeeper, made a huge save on Jordi Martinez in the first half. Then from right to left, it's Clavel, Romero, Ferreira, and Jimenez. That's the back line from right to left. In the midfield, you have Inestrosa, the Colombian, wearing the number 10. Came came on for Herbert Sosa. Sosa was the one who was injured by that high leg and high boot of Arriaga. He came on in the 44th minute, right before the end of the first half. So there's Inestrosa. Then you have Portillo and Oriana, 27 and 6 respectively, in the middle of the pitch. Alexander Larin is the number 17, the El Salvador international. Celaya is the captain, wearing the number 22. And then you have Monterrosa, the number 21. So those are the 11 on the pitch for Jorge Humberto Rodriguez as Los Albos to pick up a goal, maybe two, and move on to the next round of the 2017 Concacaf League. Remember, the winner of this 16-team tournament is on the last space, the last position, if you will, of the 2018 Concacaf Champions League. So a format change for the Continental Club Tournament. No group stage, either in this one, in this tournament, or in the Concacaf Champions League. Blazing down the right side, it's Inestrosa. Inestrosa looking. This one takes a deflection, and Lopez is there to clean it up. Just a reminder, in the Concacaf League, there will be 16 Central American and Caribbean teams. Most of those teams are non-champions, with the exception of one or two. They advance by having the best or second best totals of the two tournaments. We'll get into that in a minute here. It's Alvarez down the right side. He's floated out wide to the right. He started in the middle, played out wide. Here's Figueroa. Figueroa inside, squaring inside, cleared away, headed, looking forward to Aipino in the middle, and Alianza's defense comes up strong. And now a chance for Celaya as he backs down Norales. He gets fouled. And the whistle in favor of Alianza. Remember, the 16 teams in the UNCAF and Caribbean, in the Concacaf League, Central America or Caribbean, majority advancing or getting to the stage by having either the most aggregate points of the non-champions of their respective leagues. These are the Caribbean teams, the three that did the second, third, and fourth CFU Club Championship. The winner of the Concacaf League moves on to the Concacaf Championship. Here's a long-range effort. There's Jimenez cutting into his right foot. It goes wide, and Jonathan Jimenez trying to create some magic. All the matches in the Concacaf League are 2 legs, knockout stage. Until one team is standing, that team moves on to the Concacaf Champions League, where the MLS teams, the Liga MX teams, Motagua, the champions of Honduras, the bicampeón of Honduras, the last 2 tournament winners, Motagua, awaits in the Concacaf Champions League. Costa Rican champions. Here we go for Platense. Is Reyes blazing down the right side, and Alianza's defense is under some pressure here. Remember that the Concacaf Champions League will not be a group stage. It will also be a draw. And it's very reminiscent of the old Concacaf Champions Cup. It'll just be brackets, knockout stage until there's one. All right, here's Alvarez with the service. Elevating his Castro. Reyes with control. Reyes! Big save by Victor Garcia. And the second half, or halftime sub, comes up with a huge strike. And Victor Garcia, representing Uruguay, comes up with a huge save. His second massive save of this match. This ball pops in the air for Reyes. One times it. This one is going in, and it's a fantastic save by Victor Garcia. And a corner kick for Los Tiburones. The Sharks smelling blood here. Can they finish with a goal? In swinger, near post, header by Martinez, and it sails over the crossbar. Cholby Martinez able to find a little bit of space, but he can't finish the opportunity. And now Platense with a little bit of confidence here. And sometimes we've seen this, you would see this in a match. A team goes down to 10, especially if they're at home, and maybe it spurs them on to actually play a little bit better. And 7 minutes into this second half, Platense have looked the more dangerous side, even though they are down a man. So what will be the response of Alianza Football Club in San Salvador, or from San Salvador, I should say? Platense coming into this match two-time Honduran champions. Last time they lifted the crown, the 0-1 Clausura. Here is Alianza bursting through. There is a foul as Oriana goes down. Plays it quickly to Portillo. There's Ferreira, the Uruguayan defender. Romero. Back to Ferreira. Alianza. As I mentioned in the first half, only 2 teams in El Salvador have won more first division titles than Alianza. It's FAS and Águila. Those 2 are the only 2 teams, other teams in El Salvador, to have won a continental title as well. Alianza winning it, the Concacaf club title in '67. There's a movement down the left side as Celaya goes down, the captain. Now Platense's Roberto Lopez. I have to say, with the couple of saves he's made, maybe he's been the best player so far. Martinez has played well, but no one in the outfield has stood out so far. Jimenez working on Figueroa. Left back can't quite get past the right back, but Alianza retains possession. And now twisting, turning. Oh, Celaya breaks through. Celaya goes down, no penalty given, and play goes on as Luis Castro is able to win the ball and oh, there's some smooth footwork by Jimenez. Eventually cleared away in Platense with some desperate defending. And now Alvarez bursting down the right side. Alvarez in between 2 players, still with it. Holds it. Aipino all the way back to Mateus. Mateus, the Brazilian, is dropping into a deeper midfield position, trying to be that facilitator. All the way back to Luis Castro. Easy to recognize Castro. He's the one that has his shirt tucked in his pants. He tried to play out wide to Brian Figueroa. Didn't quite work. And now Alianza with a chance to move in. Alexander Larin getting ready to throw, but instead he's going to leave it for Jimenez. Quick throw in. Top, headed down, and now a chance for Oriana. Midfield general Narciso Oriana on the El Salvador squad. Participated in the last Gold Cup just a few weeks ago. Very, very recently. Long ball out wide, and Brian Figueroa. There's Alvarez. Some pressure being applied by Alianza, but some smart passing. Reyes with the turn. One touch there by Mateus, but he turns it over. Oh, giving it right back. Aipino bursting down the right side. Alvarez holding it up. There's Mateus. Tried to get it to Aipino off the one touch, but intercepted by Ferreira. And now Alianza with a chance. Build through the midfield here. Larin out wide to Celaya. Overlapping is Jimenez. He wants to play it long to Inestrosa. And now it is Cholby Martinez breaking for Palacios. Palacios losing the ball or giving it away to Clavel. Clavel out wide. Oh, here's a chance, Inestrosa. Inestrosa has Celaya. He also had Larin on a late run on the far post. Trying to connect with Celaya. And I understand that Celaya is your experienced player, your captain, top goal scorer as well. It seems like they're trying to get Celaya, force the ball into Celaya instead of kind of naturally letting the flow of the game and of the possession work. Here's Inestrosa, the Colombian. Bringing it out wide back to Clavel, who gives it back to Inestrosa. Portillo. Over the top, Celaya commits the foul as he pushes Eric Norales. Quick restart, Alvarez over the top. Aipino uses his body to get in between Ferreira and the ball. He gets the foul as well. Let's take another look at it here. Don't see too much in that. I think Aipino sold it. I think if he stays on his feet, he probably can get to that ball and run one-on-one against the defense. Oh, here's a burst by Figueroa. Figueroa bursting through. It's Figueroa inside the box. Figueroa still on his feet. He goes down, and there will not be a penalty. And Ferreira asking for a card for simulation on Figueroa, and he's going to get it. He will be the third Platense player to go into the book. Brian Figueroa with a tremendous run into the area and clearly goes down. That is definitely a yellow card against Figueroa. Clear simulation. Terrible acting job. Whatever the case, he goes in the book. In the 59th minute, easy call there for the referee to make. And I never understood why players don't just try to stay on their feet. Makes no sense whatsoever. Stay on your feet. He made a tremendous run. Maybe that last touch was a little too heavy. There was no contact whatsoever, and he went down. That is textbook definition of simulation. And now it looks like debris is being thrown on the pitch. Thrown on the pitch, a big rock coming down. Wonder if they're going to get match officials involved and try to make some kind of announcement, make some kind of statement. Estadio Excelsior in Puerto Cortés in Honduras, and it is 0-0 between Platense and Alianza right before the end of the first half. Fabian Arriaga, the midfielder for the team in blue, was sent off for a high boot to the back of the head of Herbert Sosa. Platense down a man, but as we have passed the hour mark, Platense have looked very dangerous with a man down. But they have to be careful. They have 3 players on the yellow card, Aipino, Martinez, and Figueroa. And now here's a chance on a corner for Los Albos. Alianza here. In swinger, defensive header, well done by Aipino. Long range effort kept out by Lopez, rebound, but nothing going there. The goalkeeper cleaning it up before anyone else can get to him. Or get to the ball, I should say. Platense, 10 matches in Concacaf competitions heading into this encounter. 5 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses. The last time they played a Concacaf match was in '98 in the Concacaf Champions Cup against Guatemalan powered club Comunicaciones. We'll have a substitution here in the 62nd minute. It is the number 11 for Alianza, Juan Carlos Portillo. He comes on. Looks like Narciso Orellana is the one that came off for that verification for you, Portillo. No, it wasn't Orellana. Orellana is still on. It was Larin that comes off. And so Larin, who was looking dangerous in the first half, comes off in the 62nd minute. So we have 2 Portillos on the pitch. The number 11, Juan Carlos, and Isaac wearing the number 27. Usually what I like to do, if there are 2 players with the same last name on the pitch on the same team, I'll just refer them to their first name. So 27 will be Isaac and number 11 will be Juan Carlos. And a push in the back there by Clavel, and the referee, the linesman, the first assistant official, Ronald Bruna, throwing his flag there. I'm sure he didn't mean to, but wanted to make sure there was a foul and there was a stoppage of play. As I mentioned before, Platense, team in blue, the home team. Last time they played in a match in the CONCACAF Club Tournament, it was the CONCACAF Champions League against Comunicaciones. Of course, Comunicaciones, one of the 2 big clubs Guatemala, the other one being, of course, Municipal. Here's a turn now by Monterrosa. Monterrosa out wide. There is Juan Carlos. Celaya in the middle. Juan Carlos sends it in. Possible handball. Referee says no. And Platense recovers. Alvarez. Around one player. Can't get around Jimenez. Jimenez whistle for the foul. He's not happy. And we'll see if he goes into the book for mouthing off a little too much to the referee, Jose Queliz. He tells him to calm down. Jimenez still yelling at him, but no yellow card coming out. So they will resume. Let's see. Is there a foul here? Portillo whistling for obstruction. But we see a lot of times these players, before they get to the ball, try to use their body to get in between the ball and the attacking player. But it wasn't shoulder to shoulder, and I think that's what Jose Queliz whistled the foul for. Either way, Platense getting the possession back, and now looking to settle this match. They have been the more aggressive side, even though they are down a man. It certainly has been an impressive second half for Los Tiburones, the Sharks of Platense. Oh, ball played inside. Martinez looking, cleared away by Ferreira. And now can Juan Carlos Portillo break quickly, the number 11. Second substitution of the match for Alianza. Driving all the way down, continuing. It's the duel of number 11s with Matius chasing him. Now laying it back for Monterrosa, looking for Celaya, out wide to Inestrosa. Celaya, pretty much unmarked. Coming over late to mark was Morales, and the ball sent over the goal. Tough break for Alianza. Looked like Celaya had carved out a little bit of space right in front of Lopez. Look how much space he had. Was relatively unmarked or loosely marked. Even Juan Carlos Portillo was open. We saw Monterrosa coming in late. But that's a little bit lucky there because Alianza did have the numbers and there was plenty of space as well. Oriana, now you're seeing Alianza move the ball around. They did this pretty well in the first half. Move the ball around, retain possession, try to build from the back, build through the midfield, and now foul whistled against Reyes. 3 Platense players have yellow cards. Looks like the referee's just going to give him a verbal. Luis Palacios is the one that actually pushed him in the back. And now free kick opportunity for Alianza. They participated in the Concacaf Champions League last year, went out in the group stage. And the motto for Alianza this year, I mean, obviously they'd like to go through to the Concacaf Champions League, but in terms of domestic play, they're all about the number 12. La dos, número 12, I should say. Número 12, the 12th title. Here's a long-range effort. Bending goes wide as it was Monterrosa with the effort. And Alianza looking for that 12th league title. Keep pace with FAS and Águila in terms of the big three in football in El Salvador. Once again, we haven't seen Platense play the ball out of the back. Goalkeeper playing it short the entire game. He's been playing it long the entire game, trying to bypass the midfield and get into the strikers, get into the forward, the attacking players at least. Oh, there's Reyes crashing in from behind on Oriana. And look at Alianza. They want to play it quickly. And it's Romero. Portillo, Isaac Portillo. There's Clavel. Back to Romero. Ferreira. Everybody getting a touch for Alianza. There is Juan Carlos Portillo to Isaac Portillo. Orellana, oh, beautiful move to create some space with Reyes pressuring him, and now Orellana pushing forward, trying to connect with Inestrosa. Doesn't work out, picked out by Cholby Martinez. Headed away in Alianza. Regaining possession, Isaac now. Orellana, back to Isaac. Zelaya, the captain, with a touch, coming all the way back. Now he bursts forward, up the middle. Down the right side now, Inestrosa, turning, twisting. Can't shake off Palacios. Got some help from Martinez, and now Platense looking to break quickly here. As we've seen Edgar Alvarez, he had a more central role in the first half, but with the loss of a man, he's moved out wide. Oh, over the top. Danger for Zelaya. Zelaya controls it. Can he continue to control it? That's the key. Sliding over, kept away by Castro. But then won by Portillo. Portillo goes down. No whistle called. Chaos as Alianza. Still with it. It's Portillo. Portillo to Zelaya! And the shot goes over the crossbar. Madness in the penalty area at Excelsior. And Alianza missing the chance to take the lead. Zelaya getting up quickly. One times it over the crossbar. Tough break there for Los Albos, but almost the go-ahead goal for Alianza. And Platense's defense certainly, well, I guess you can say discombobulated. For a team that's down to 10 men, you definitely don't want that to happen. We are maybe a little too aggressive or getting just caught too high in terms of the defense, or not dropping back quickly enough. Touch for the number 18. Oh, down for Portillo. Clavel on the far right side. See him still camping out up there. Portillo, Isaac. Oh, he can't quite connect with Monterrosa. Frustration by Jorge Humberto Rodriguez. He knows that his team should be up at least a goal or two, or at least he believes his team should be up a goal or two after Platense went down a man, but Platense have actually performed very well. Just 10 men. We are past the 70th minute. It is 0-0 at the Estadio Excelsior in Puerto Cortés in Honduras. First leg of this round of 16 of the Concacaf League. Between this Honduran side in blue and the side from El Salvador in white. Zelaya! 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 Alianza with the goal! A mistake in the back from Roberto Lopez, who have been performing well all game. And Alianza finally get the goal, and it's the captain, Rodolfo Zelaya. 72nd minute, Alianza 1, Platense 0. And the captain, great ball over the top by Monterrosa to Zelaya. How can this happen? If you are a Platense defender or fan, you cannot be happy about this. 3 defenders and the goalkeeper collapsing on Zelaya, and he's still able to get a touch onto it and score. This is unacceptable defending if you are a fan of Platense. There is no way one man should be able to get a touch and score when you have the goalkeeper coming at him and he's surrounded by 3 defenders. It's a great ball over the top by Monterrosa, but some terrible defending, and Rodolfo Zelaya takes advantage of it. 1-0 in favor of Alianza. And now they finally get that goal, and you suspect that they are going to be more aggressive here. They want to take at least another goal, a 2-goal advantage into the Estadio Cuscatlán. Oh, this is a good ball down the left side, but cut out beautifully there by Ryan Figueroa. Remember, the second leg of this match will take place at the Estadio Cuscatlán in the capital of El Salvador, the city known as San Salvador, on August 8th. That is next week, Tuesday. Chance for Alianza, if they can get a goal here and then obviously take care of business. The Estadio Cuscatlán to move on to the next round. Concacaf League. Format for determining the best club team in the Concacaf region. 16 Central American and Caribbean teams in a two-leg knockout stage format. The winner moves on to claim the last spot in the 2018 Concacaf Champions League. There will be a draw. And then 16 teams in the Concacaf Champions League will play in a bracket, two legs knockout stage until there is a winner that will represent Concacaf or be crowned the best club team in Concacaf. So they're going back, no group stage, and they're going back to kind of a similar format of the Concacaf Champions Cup that ended in 2008. So switching things up here in the Federation of North and Central and Caribbean Football. Alianza, long ball over the top. Inestrosa, he's in a battle now with Palacios, one-on-one. Inestrosa, service, cutting in near post Monterosa, and then on the far post was Juan Carlos Portillo. Another goal here, you would figure would be the death of Platense, or the death of their chances in this match, or moving on in this encounter. Corner kick. There's number 22, the captain and the goal scorer so far, Rodolfo Zelaya. Marvin Monterosa with the service. It's going to be a right-footed ball out swinging. Tries to go near post. Jolie Martinez heading it out. Inestrosa will settle it, but they're going to say a foul on Alianza. And Roberto Lopez is going to boot it long again. So we finally got the goal we were looking for. We were waiting for, I should say. And it comes in the 72nd minute, thanks to Rodolfo Zelaya, captain of Alianza. Ball booted up and now switches off the leg of Reyes. Clavet. Down and now here's Alvarez. Alvarez gets tripped up from behind, and this is going to be a yellow. This is going to be yellow for Jonathan Jimenez. He goes in the book in his 77th minute. Certainly wasn't intentional, but it was a pretty harsh tackle from behind. And Jose Cadiz has no choice. Oh yeah, that's easily a yellow card. Boot coming down on the back, on the ankle, or excuse me, on the Achilles tendon of Edgar Alvarez. So now Platense. See now, it's going to be difficult for them. Look, 1, 2, 3, 5 attacking players there, and about, quick math, 9 Alianza players. Filter this ball through, over the top, headed down. Oh, a chance! Oh, it goes just wide. That was Castro. Managed to stay on sides. And if Castro had kept that shot, if he was able to tuck it in that near post, we would have had a dramatic equalizer. It's a great ball in by Alvarez. The header is won by Martinez, and Castro gets there a little bit late. Oh, that was a tough one there for Platense. Maybe their best chance of this second half. Luis Castro, the number 2, with the chance to equalize. That certainly would have ignited, delighted, and excited the crowd at the Estadio Excelsior in Puerto Cortes. More than Costa of Honduras. Well, it's got to be a coastal town if it's Puerto, which means port. You can't have a port inland, usually. Anyway, we are now getting ready for the substitution here for Platense, the number 20. For Platense coming on. He will replace Mateus. That is Oscar Medina coming on for the Brazilian. Second substitution of the match for Platense. And then for Alianza, they make their final substitution. Jonathan Jimenez is going to come off. He makes way for Ruben Marroquin. That is a straight position swap. Jimenez experiencing some fatigue and the yellow card. Marroquin comes on for the third and final substitution for Los Albos. Ruben Marroquin is on. There's the header easily handled by Victor Garcia. Let's see what those changes by Reinaldo Clavasquine and Jorge Humberto Rodriguez lead to. Sac. Inestrosa gets inside. Inestrosa. Oh! Just sailed it over the crossbar. Luis Inestrosa almost with a golazo. About 10 yards out of the penalty area. Take another look at it here. He actually gets inside of the defender, chested down, settles, left-footed blast, and sails over the crossbar. Would have been a spectacular golazo for the Colombian, Luis Inestrosa. Now here is another chance. Inestrosa inside the header, but he goes over the back of Palacios. Palacios wants the foul, won't get it. And so, with under 10 minutes remaining, Rodolfo Celaya's goal in the 72nd minute is the difference right now. This first leg of the round of 16 of the Concacaf League, Scotiabank Concacaf League. Marroquin with his first touch. See Medina, the number 24 Platense. You could tell he has fresh legs making that run. Both of these teams have league encounters over the weekend. With Platense, they actually begin the new Honduran tournament on the 5th against Real España. Of course, everybody chasing Motagua. Motagua will be in the CONCACAF Champions League. Reigning kings of Molcatracho. Here's the service sent in. So Platense begin play of the new tournament at Real España. Oh, that is a big-time defensive play by Eric Norales. If that ball filters through, we're looking at 2-0 for Alianza. As Alvarez now. Norales continues his run. There's Medina. Medina twisting, surrounded by 4 players. How did he escape? And now he's down the right side into the penalty area. Medina squaring. The turn to shot missed by Alpino. He was right there and he knows it. No, excuse me, that was Norales who continued his run from the center back position. And Norales with an opportunity for a massive equalizer, and he couldn't hit it cleanly. And that's why he's probably playing center back. You have to wonder, where was Brunet Alpino in that situation? Reyes, especially Alpino, he's the big forward, he's the big target. He should have been in there right next to Norales. Give credit to the center back for making a great play to regain possession and then continue his run. Oh, that's a smooth touch by Alvarez. Can he get around Ferreira? He does not, says the Uruguayan defender. Keeps it out. Oh, here's Celaya with space. He's got Monterrosa. He's got Inestrosa. Back to Monterrosa. Monterrosa as the play is cut out, but still Celaya. Dangerous. Celaya twisting, turning. Celaya onto his left into the area. Back to Monterrosa. Monterrosa now overlapping is Portillo. Monterrosa bending effort right into the arm of Lopez, well positioned. And Platense desperate for the equalizer, but also desperate not to concede another goal to Alianza. Jordi Martinez goes down. Meanwhile, for Alianza, they continue league plays. Round 2 this weekend. They're coming off a win against Dragon in round 1. They will be at Sonote in round 2. There is Aipino. Just kicking off in Salvador. Now in the middle, this is Medina. Back to Morales. Morales goes down. Oh, this is dangerous here for Platense. Right at the top of the semicircle, the half circle, at the top of the penalty area. It is a chance now as Morales, the center back, pushing forward, trying to add numbers into the attack, feeling confident after what happened about a minute and a half ago. And he wins a penalty, or excuse me, a free kick opportunity for Platense. Let's see if the Sharks can come through here. Los Tiburones can come through here with a dramatic equalizer. Make that second leg in San Salvador way more interesting. Platense. Number 6 standing there, Luis Palacios. Well, bending shot. Oh, it's in! It's in! Golazo! Golazo from Platense. 86th minute, and it's the Panamanian Brunette Aipino. A spectacular golazo. No doubt about it. He ignites, excites, and delights the crowd at the Estadio Excelsior. Wrong footing, Victor Garcia. Bends around the wall, tucks in near post. Golazo, without a doubt. Huge equalizer for Platense in the 86th minute. And did they need that? Brunette Aipino quiet the entire second half. Comes through with a great golazo, and it all started with Eric Morales continuing his run up the pitch, adding numbers, adding some attacking bite to the team. The center back winning the foul at the top of the penalty area, just outside the semicircle. Oh, but not out of danger yet. This is an opportunity here. Juan Carlos Portillo losing the ball to Castro. He gets it back. An exciting finish to this first leg here in Puerto Cortes. You have to give credit to Eric Morales winning that free kick at the top of the area. Brunette Aipino with a massive golazo. Everybody's smiling, they are styling and profiling Puerto Cortes. Well, if you're a Platense fan, that's the case. Here is Monterrosa. Monterrosa bending, looking for Inestrosa, far post. Not out of danger, Celaya settles it. Through to Portillo! He's onside, it counts! Goal, Alianza! 2 goals in 2 minutes. A spectacular finish in Puerto Cortes. And it's Juan Carlos Portillo with the go-ahead goal as he silences, stuns, and shocks the Platense crowd in Excelsior. The second half substitute, is he onside here? Clearly he is onside. It's because Luis Palacios is keeping him on, the left back, who comes over late. Came over late because Inestrosa had made a run to the top of to the far post. And Celaya, look at the composure of Celaya. Just through ball, sees Portillo, and then Portillo finishes it in the 88th minute. His initials Juan Carlos. But maybe in the crowd, somebody's just saying Jesucristo, because that was a huge goal for Juan Carlos Portillo in the 89th minute. Oh, what a great finish we have here. Puerto Cortes. Last chance for Platense. Medina with the header, and it goes right to Victor Garcia. A first half of no goals, but a red card. And now we got a second half of 3 goals. Ah, the beautiful game. It always surprises. Platense. Oh, we're going to get a yellow card here. Yellow card going into the book. Let's see who it was there. It appears to be the goal scorer, Portillo. Juan Carlos Portillo. He will go into the book. He's got a full plate there. Goal, a card. Substitution here for Platense as Jorge Cardona is getting ready to come on for Palacios. That is the 3rd and final substitution here in the 90th minute. So an attacking move here by Reinaldo Clavasquin. Takes out the left back and he puts in Cardona. Is a center midfielder listed as a central midfielder. Big move there for Vincent. Bottom forward. A little bit of more possession. 3 minutes of second half stoppage time. We're 3 minutes away from the end of this first leg. Anticipating what should be an intense second leg. On August 8th for next Tuesday. Round of 16. We're seeing a couple of teams that play and put up some big results. Let's see what can happen here. It's Marroquin through the middle. Marroquin to Celaya still with it. Celaya battling, stays on his feet, eventually loses the ball to Cholby Martinez. And cleared away as Portillo. The official confirmation going to look at the 90th. First legs already, we've seen Santos de Guapiles beat San Juan Jobile of Trinidad, 6-2. Chorrillo of Panama. Honduras Progreso, 1-0. Águila, the other big team in El Salvador, beating Nicaraguan side, Real Esteli, 1-0, and Portmore United downing Panamanian side. Oh, there's a chance to shot! It goes just high. Almost the equalizer there by Cholby Martinez. Take another look at it. Alvarez, great service again. Oh, that's a poor clearance. Poor defensive play there by Rudy Clarel. He's got to get his body onto it, maybe his head. Now the chance for Cholby Martinez. What a spectacular equalizer that would have been. And just to finish the scores already, Portmore United representing Jamaica, 1-0 victors over Plaza Amador, the other Panamanian side in this Concacaf league. Now Inestrosa, 1-on-1 against Martinez. Can he get around Martinez? He gets around the square, but Zelaya double marked. Sandwiched in between Morales and Figueroa. Referee looking at his watch. Martinez blasting through here. Tries to get it up top. Medina trying to chase it down, but it's too long. And Victor Garcia is going to take his time. Foul switches all the way in the back there, so Platense looking to play it quickly. This is going to be Cardona. What he can do here, send it long. Last chance for Platense to equalize here. Headed down and no problem for Garcia. It's Luis Castro. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. Jose Queliz has blown the final whistle. And the grin on his face, he knows this was quite a match. Alianza going through, or at least with the first leg advantage, 2-1 over Platense, 3 goals in 16 minutes. Alianza now have a chance to move on to the quarterfinals of the Concacaf League. The second leg, August 8th at the Estadio Concacaf in San Salvador. That promises to be a great atmosphere in the capital of El Salvador. Goal scorers Celaya, Aipino, and Portillo in the match. I am George D. Metellus. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this presentation of the 2017 Scotiabank Concacaf League. More Concacaf action here in the next couple of days. Take care, everyone.
No iba a ser fácil, teníamos un gran rival enfrente, pero gracias a Dios hemos venido trabajando en la pretemporada. Esto ha sido parte de lo que hemos hecho y gracias a Dios se dio el resultado.
¿Un gran inicio para Alianza en Liga de Campeones?
Sí, importante, como te digo, sacar el resultado de visita nos permite trabajar para el partido del día martes, sabiendo que va a ser importante con nuestra gente.